Mr. Modi is sort of the Timu version of Netanyahu. Okay? It's a poor copy. And we call upon the Indian government to not be inspired by the worst examples possible.
Don't you see also that India is copying what Israel is doing in the occupied West Bank by allowing the settlers to take over the land? And now India is copying that by allowing Indians to settle in Kashmir. Have you traced any involvement of Israeli military and Israeli drone in the attack on Pakistan? There are some reports say that immediately Israel, of course, they declared their support to India, but have you traced any weapons coming from Israel?
And allow my, do you have another question also?
Yeah, it's related to it. Don't you see also that India is copying what Israel is doing in the occupied West Bank by allowing the settlers to take over the land? And now India is copying that by allowing Indians to settle in Kashmir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your very pertinent and important questions. As far as the details of the Israeli equipment involved, I'll allow my team to expand if necessary. As far as I'm aware, absolutely. Israeli drones were used during India's attack on Pakistan. The parallels you draw, obviously, let me emphasize from the outset, there's no meaningful comparison that I can make between the plight of the Palestinians and the plight of Pakistan or the plight of Kashmir. What we're seeing in Gaza, what we're seeing in Palestine is uniquely outrageous, inhumane, and condemnable in all shapes, forms, and terms. Having said that, there are certain parallels that can be drawn. The actions of the Indian government post-2019 to do with the imposing demographic changes within Kashmir does draw parallels between what the settler program within the West Bank. As far as being inspired, India being inspired by the Israeli government, unfortunately it's being inspired in all the wrong ways. Its conduct outside of international law, its violation of international governments, the United Nations Charter, the arrogance with which it thought it could get away with this, that you can just scream terrorism and it justifies that you can attack any Muslim country at whim. It's based on these building of precedents that we've seen over time, be it in the context of the Iraq War, and obviously the actions within Gaza recently have inspired some of the actions by the Indian government. But Mr. Modi is sort of the Timu version of Netanyahu. Okay? It's a poor copy. And we call upon the Indian government to not be inspired by the worst examples possible. We pride ourselves, we in Pakistan pride ourselves that we're the heirs of the Indus Valley civilization. Mohenjo-daro is a stone throw away from my constituency back home. India also prides itself that they're the heirs of the Indus Valley civilization. So we should act as heirs of the Indus Valley civilization and not as how we have been acting. One of the most incredible things about the Indus Valley civilization is that with all the archaeology that's gone on, we've not found a single weapon at all. The great advancements they had, urban planning, agriculture, water distribution, even sewerage and things. Not a single weapon. How far we've come from our roots. That an Indus Valley civilization, which didn't have a single weapon, is now armed to the teeth. I think that Prime Minister Modi must decide. He has two paths to follow before him. He could pursue the path of peace and be a true heir of the Indus Valley civilization. Or he could pursue another path, a path that we've been warning about, we've been seeing for some time, where Mr. Modi started off as being perceived as the butcher of Gujarat. He went on to become the butcher of Kashmir, and he aspires to be the butcher of the Indus Valley civilization with his assault on the Indus Water Treaty. It is of utmost importance, and I have full faith, that whatever the Indian government says, the people of India, majority of the people of India, are peace-loving people. They want peace with Pakistan. The majority of people in my country want peace. So my delegation will be pursuing those aspirations of our people.